Can anybody tell me what direction we're looking right now? What does that S stand for? What does the E stand for? The S stands for south. We're looking in the south. And the E stands for east. It's a direction in the east. SE means southeast. Halfway between south and halfway between east. We call that southeast. I have a set for right when the sun's about to come up. Let's see what happens. As the sun comes up, it gets a little bit lighter. What direction does the sun come up? If you said the east, you're correct. That's the same direction it comes up at my house. When I look to the east, towards the eastern sky, I see the sun come up in the morning. During the day, the sun gets higher and higher in the sky. At noon, when it's time for lunch, the sun's actually in the south. This is going a lot faster than what the sun actually does. It takes hours and hours and hours to move across the sky. But for us, it's only going to take about a minute or so. Right now, it's almost going into the south, so we're almost to lunchtime. Maybe it's 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and pretty soon the sun is going to be in the south. That means that it's noon. The sun is as high as it's going to get right about now. Then what happens after noon? Well, the sun starts to go down. The sun came up in the east. It's really, really high in the south. Can you guess what direction the sun is going to go down? What direction is it headed towards? Well, right now it's about over the southwest. I think it's going to head towards the west. The sun comes up in the east and the sun goes down in the west. This happens every day at my house and your house. The sun comes up in the east and it sets down in the west. And here it goes right over top of Bettendorf High School, headed towards the west. Now, it only took us about a minute to go all the way across. It takes about 12 hours to go down. And of course, once the sun goes down, it starts to get dark. And if it starts to get dark, we can start to see some other really cool things. We can start to see stars. Stars actually come up in the east and go down in the west as well. Let's take a look at some really cool stars.